Indexing is not anything new. It's been around from the beginning of time. The first man's job was to name and identify everything. In the Holy Quran, it states in the 19th Surah, 94 through 96 ayat, he has enumerated them and counted them one by one, and each one of them will come to him on the day of resurrection alone. Those who believe and do righteous deeds, the most merciful will give them love. In the Holy Bible, in Luke 2, 1 through 5, it says it came to pass in those days that a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. The census first took place while Quirinius was governing Syria. So all went to be registered, everyone to his own city. Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David. And that was to be registered with Mary, his betrothed wife, who was with child. Revelation chapter 18 talks about the indexing process, family. In verses 1 through 4, it says, after these things I saw another angel coming down from heaven, having great authority, and the earth was illuminated with its glory. And he cried mightily with a loud voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become a dwelling place of demons, a prison for every foul spirit, and a cage for every unclean and hated bird. All of the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have become rich through the abundance of her luxury. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins, and lest you receive a plague. Indexing is how you come out of that old Babylonian system. So we're not only identifying people, family, but we're identifying businesses as well. Because businesses that used to be under the corporate structure, now that corporate structure has been shut down. Not only that, those businesses had the benefit because of what Obama did in signing off on the World Trust. So you need to bring all of that back. And that is done through indexing and identifying your businesses. We use similar documents that we use to identify an individual, similar documents to identify a business. And that would be your incorporation papers, EIN number, and the previous year's profit and loss statement. The reason we need the P&L is because the indexing fee for a business is based on the size of that particular business. So now everything is coming forward, family, mandatorily to be identified. Again, anything not being identified is being removed. Individuals, businesses, they won't have access to the digital financial system if they're not identified. So now we're at this tipping point, family, or the point of the spear, whatever you want to say, of the restoration of everything back on this planet. We're moving very quickly in the reset. Everyone is having to step up to the plate and identify themselves. Come back, bring back what was stolen, and let's move forward, family, for the benefit of every man, woman, and child on this planet. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and yield the call to Dr. HENDO I.L. Henderson, the ad hoc Chief Justice of the Universal World Court. He is Yahoshua Mashiach, the Son of Man, Son of God, in the flesh. Rise and shine, sir.
Rise and shine, and how do you hear me?
We hear you clear as a bell, sir.
Outstanding. Let me say to the United Nations, rise and shine, this is the United Nations call. We are family, and it always does me a great pleasure to be able to introduce us and at the same time present us to the whole entire universe. Once again, so that everybody can hear it and understand it. We are the World Global Network, Reset Restoration Network family. And that family consists of 198 sovereign nations. These sovereign nations makes up of the sovereignty of the planet, of the people of the earth, 10 plus billion people. And with that being said, for all of you out there that has this mindset of some magical world of Jesus Christ or God or whatever you might deem it to be, under some type of would-be belief in your mind that everything is magical or some miracle that has to happen, that's why you have not yet been able to advance in life. You're too mystical. You don't know that mysticalism has nothing to do with the reality of what this world was created to be and it's doing. And I need you to, first of all, find some way in that small mind of yours to be able to open up a large enough room to be able to understand what's happening. The reason I'm saying that, because the United States of America, out of all of the nations, if it could even be classified as a nation, it has to be an area of the most ignorant people that could have ever been created. A lot of you keep calling me, texting me with these would-be so-called, I guess it's your prophecy of what you deem it to be based upon some book that you read in the United States of America. I need you to stop it. Your prophecy means nothing to me, and especially all of you would-be so-called Mama Yahs or God women or women of God or the women who believe they are God. Stop texting me, because you're wasting all of our time on this planet. You have no prophecy than the prophecy that I already have brought to the planet. That planet prophecy, I want you to hear it once again. Every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess. Listen to this, that he is who he say he is, and there is no other. I didn't say anything about she. I didn't say anything about some transgender. I didn't say anything about some dyke, some faggot, or any other would-be creature that you have in your mind mystically brought to the planet. I don't need that. Every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess that he, not some magical God, not some Jesus the Christ, that he is who he say he is, and there is no other. That he, you're listening to him right now. So I don't have time for your games. I need you to pay attention closely. This will depend whether you end up eternal life or eternal death. That's a fact. I don't know for all of you would-be so-called Americans, and I know this is the United Nations call. I should not have to come on here and single out any one nation such as I have to do the United States of America. It seems like every other call. Let me help you Americans out. Right now, your government is going through a major would-be so-called commitment of their own to eliminate people. In the city right now of what you might classify to be Washington, D.C., which is in the state of Virginia, is now under attack based upon them doing nothing more than weeding out those that they consider to be non-profitable. Non-profitable. They're non-profitable, and they are now being terminated. Right now, your president, just this Rise and Shine Day, was declaring war on what he deems to be carjackers, murderers, thieves. He just committed to the world his own would-be so-called blood, where he has promised them that he was going to eliminate all the non-profitable people, or those that they cannot profit off of, by exterminating them. They had 420 FBI agents that's been doing nothing more than circling around Washington, D.C. every night like buzzards, picking up and creating dead bodies that they might be able to pick up. Last night, he hired 120 more of those would-be FBI agents to continue the job 24 hours around the clock so they can have enough of them to at least be able to pull 3 shifts a day. That's morning, noon, and night shifts. For all of you that don't know that and have not yet been able to tap into that because you're in some magical world of some biblical scripture that you read that you have no ability to be able to interpret, you go right ahead and keep doing that while you get eliminated along with the rest of your family. They're going to eliminate all of you. They sure is, because you don't get the true picture. And you're not listening to the one in whom bringing you the total prophecy of this universe, if it be one. Now, right now, they're wanting to pressure me, and I am on a military base, so they know exactly where I'm at right now. There's no doubt. For all of you that's thinking Dr. Henderson is going to go to jail, hell, if I do, I need you to understand something. I won't be there long. And whoever put me there is going to be exterminated off the planet. I need you to understand that. Well, just in case you got some little wise friends of yours that are thinking that they want to go and eliminate Dr. Henderson, you send them. Because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to you and them. I'm going to send an army to your house. I'm serious. I'm not threatening you. I'm promising you. I'm going to send an army to your house, and I'm going to take your house off its foundation. I need you to understand this. So don't threaten me and don't think you can. Don't send me your would-be tied prophecies, because I don't need them. I know who I am. If you want to see your daddy Lucifer, or you want to see someone imitate your daddy Lucifer, keep getting in my way. Because I don't have time for games. This is real. The United States right now is trying to pressure me to do nothing more than release a monetary system to them. I'm going to tell you what. Until I get mine, they won't get theirs. They will get nothing. I will terminate this whole planet. I will exterminate this whole planet before I let them get anything. And I'm on a military base. They know where I'm at. They can walk right up to me right now and carry me off within 1 meter or direct location of where I'm at. They listening to me talk. They just know that at the time they do that, they better be prepared for the battle of Armageddon. I'm not bringing World War III. I'm not going to bring World War IV. I'm bringing the battle of Armageddon. I got angels that surround me. And we're going to show them what they deem to be some magical world of trying to deal with weapons that they have no understanding of. We don't have time for games. This is real. We're expected to be in a certain place at a certain time. The mission is still ongoing. I have to make it back to my father's house at a certain time. I'm on that time schedule. It is not an expiration time for me. As a matter of fact, it's a beginning time for me. I need you to understand that. I am on my way to do that. I need you to understand that this is a real world. And nothing that's happening now cannot happen without the power of Yah-Allah and the one in whom he said that he called his son, and whom he said, I have declared the decree. You are my son. Today I have begotten you. Ask of me and I will give you the nations with an S as your inheritance, and the ends of the earth as your possessions. I don't have time for to be clearing this up to everyone that I talk to. So I'm saying to the people, for your sake, go listen to the recordings that they do at the indexing. Because I don't do the websites. I don't set them up. I don't visit those websites. I don't go to check to see what I said on any given would-be message that I bought. I don't care. I gave it to you at that time for you, not for me. I already know my mission. I am still a soldier. Not only was I a soldier in the United States military for 20 plus years, but I've been a soldier in my father's house since I was raised from a dead level perpendicular on the square. I don't need you to tell me what my mission is. I don't need you to tell me how to complete my mission. What I need you to do is to realize, get out the way, I'm a soldier. If you get in the way of my mission, I'm going to eliminate you and the target that I was sent to destroy. You're going to get destroyed too. I'm just telling you, this is not a threat. It's a promise to you. And you need to understand how we think. If I'm going to get that target, if it takes me having to take myself out to complete my mission and take out my target, it's going to happen. Don't get in my way. Don't push me, or you'll see that the edge that you think I'm on is going to become the edge of light for you. It's going to be ending you and everything that you ever dreamed. So don't test me. Do not test me. That's why they're not testing me right now, because they know they've had me in their military. They classified me when I was in their military as being military by day, militant by night. You get in my night, you're going to find out what I'm going to do to you. You get in my day, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to you. So don't threaten me, and don't come at me like you think you're going to bluff me. Because as Vladimir Putin has told the United States of America, I don't know about him, but I cannot be bluffed. I will not be bluffed. You bluff me sitting at the table with a poker face, and I'm going to take off your whole face. I'm telling you right now, I'm not the one. I'm not in fear of nothing. I don't even fear life or death. I can care the less. When they come, they come. I'm going to be waiting for them. I'm a real soldier. So don't threaten me with that with-be so-called Thai world of yours about any with-be so-called gang or any other kind of crap. I don't care about that. I know how to come back. You better know the art of coming back, because if you don't, I'm going to leave you where we go, you and me. I don't have time for it. I need you to understand, for all of them that are listening right now, because I'm about to end my call for myself, but I need you to understand, the monetary system so the United States can hear it, and all nations that are listening, I need you to hear this. Until I get mine, you will get no monetary system. I don't care how many times the United States of America tell you they're going to regulate something. I don't tell you how many times they say they have already regulated something. Let me tell you something. It's going to fail. Because they can't get into the brain head. They can't get into the brain cell to make anything work without me. And I need you to understand, I will exterminate all of that crap they place inside of any computer. Because that computer right now is listening to my voice, and it even has become shaky. Because it understands that the spirit that's in me, the entity that it feels for me, is not one right now to be played. I'm not your toy. I'm not a man toy. My advice to you is that if you want a man toy, they got a shopping center. It's called Walmart. Walmart has a section, and it's called the meat section. My advice to you is that you eat all the meat you find in that section. You go to the toilet and you take the biggest crap you can to invent you a man that you can play with as a toy. But I'm not him. So don't get in my way. And this is to the whole entire universe. Do not get in my way. I'm serious. I came here to either destroy this planet or to make it new again. You take your choice. I can marry this nation to the greatest groom that it ever could have had, or I can bury it in the saddest grave that it can find. But this is not a game. This is real. You come for mine, I'm going to come for yours. And you better believe I'm not going to leave until everything that's yours has been terminated. That's the way I operate. And I'm not in fear of nothing. They don't plan to test me now. I can't give you a moment of silence. You don't deserve it. You go right ahead. You got my phone number. You got my social security number. You got even my birth certificate number. You know where I live. You have had every address that I've ever had in my whole entire creation of being here on the planet. You haven't showed up yet. I'm still waiting. When you do, I'll be waiting. Test me. But I'm saying to you, for all of the people that's magically, mystically thinking that what I'm talking about in resurrection has something to do with me walking in the room, waking up a couple of dead people so they can enjoy their would-be party for Saturday night. This is not what I'm doing. I'm going to resurrect this whole planet. Everything that is dead, everything that has died, everything that's living, I'm going to bring it to a point where it's going to come and talk to me. and we're going to have a conversation. I'm going to ask them one question. What is it that you have to offer? They don't have anything to offer. I'm going to drop them in hell as fast as they can breathe. And then I'm going to take the breath from them. I don't have time. This is not a game. I am not a magical genius. I am my Father's son. I am the greatest creation that was ever on this planet or any other world. And I'm going to show it to you. Action will speak louder than words. But until then, I got work to do. I'm looking outside my window. It is nowadays a beautiful day. A lot of aircraft are flying up overhead in case you can't hear them. But I'm going to enjoy my moment out here at the military base. I got a couple of would-be appointments to take care of today. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm at peace. I would advise you get that way. Again, my work is at hand, and I'm not going to allow anyone to terminate my work. I'm going to go to work now. I would advise you to do that. Except if you're my brothers and sisters that's across the water, and I've been there before. I'm saying to you right now, this would be a beautiful time for you. Even though some of you are at war, I can take a break. Everybody can take a break. Take a break when we're at war. I've been there before. You get breaks. You get to go take a shower. You get to go eat. And back out on the battlefield when the time comes. Some of them, they didn't make it back to the battlefield. Not my brother. They decided that they had taken their last shower. They wanted to take their last break. And they allowed the enemy to take them out. For me, it's going to happen. I made it back then. I'm going to make it back now. Until then, United Nations, you got an opportunity to get you some rest. My advice is get you some sleep. With that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to the host, and she will do as she sees fit to complete her mission. But me, I'm on mine. I say to you, peace and love until we speak again. Nightfall.